Welcome back to Global News Morning. It's that time of week we catch up with our good friend Matt Lee, talking about all things real estate. Good morning, Matt. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. We're talking about purchasing a brand new home, meaning a brand new build, and being
That's
there
correct.
every step
Yeah,
of the way. Yeah.
that's right. You can have an agent that will help you, buy a new home. You can go to the builder. Most builders will work with agents. So if you're working with somebody, talk to the agent and work your way in and talk to the builder because, there's a lot of pieces and we'll go through as much as we can and go from there.
I'm assuming every new build has a warranty.
Well, we're going to go through the Tarion warranty and talk about the builders that have that. They're the only way that you don't have a warranty is that if you build the house yourself and then you hold it for a certain amount of time and then sell it. I would say that most people have Tarion warranty that are selling new homes. Yes. We're going to go through the steps. I mean, there is a website that you can go on, and there's actually really good YouTube videos that talk you through each year. So there's a staging process. So basically, there's a 1 year warranty, there's a 2 year warranty, and there's a 7 year warranty.
Mm.
So when you move into a home and everything's moving very quickly at that time, and you move in, and all of a sudden you notice something, um, and you say, well, that paint is chipping, or there's a run in it, or there's a faucet that's leaking, or there's these things. You can make that. You can ask them to come back and repair those, and they're going to want to. They want to have a good product for you, and I mean, it's one of these things that you're working with the builder kind of hand in hand at that point. And you move in, you get these things kind of addressed quickly, and then you move on. So you can do a 30-day and then the end of year, and yeah, it goes through paint, taps. If there was a violation of, like, they switched and this happens mistakenly sometimes, where they put a different railing in for your stairs than the one that you wanted, right? And then you say, listen, I actually wanted the straight spindles instead of the twisted or whatever, and that was what we had in the contract. You let them know, and you just move on, because they likely are building more than one house, and those things can happen. So you go back to them, you chat with them, and you figure that out together.
Right. Speaking of banisters and a wish list, uh, you have a wish list prepared of interior and exterior.
Yeah, you go in and you sit with the builders, um, representation. Whether it's directly with them or with your agent together, you're going to be there for a couple hours if you're going through a wish list, because it is quite a long list when you're, even though you're saying, okay, this is the type of house I want, and you look at the design on the exterior. You have to think about how long that list really is. You're going from color of brick to color of vinyl, soffits, windows, roof color, and that's just the exterior. And then you go inside and you start talking about what type of flooring, what color is the flooring, how big's the trim, what color is the doors, what kind of kitchen are you putting in, what kind of bathrooms are you putting in, and you walk through each individual one, because there's vanities, there's MDF, there's wood, there's all these different things that you have to go through, and there's a different cost to these things. And basically, you say, where does my wish list start, and how high am I willing to spend? And so you want to kind of look through these things and say, okay, I'm gonna spend money on certain things here, and then I'm gonna save on this over here. So you have to really go through all of it together. It is fun. It is tiring, but you do get exactly what you want when you get a new build too.
Can this list be changed once it's been submitted?
Change order. It's going to come up to the builder and yourself. I mean, basically, you put something in and you say, geez, I really wanted to change the color of that bathroom, the vanity, the countertop, something. You really have to talk to the builder when you're signing those contracts of, like, when is the last date that I
Mm.
can change something, because you got to talk to them and kind of be hand in hand, because they might order stuff in advance. Like, there's one of these supply. We've got supply chain issues, and we've been talking about this for a long time. That's still there, so we want to make sure that we are working hand in hand, and knowing how long down the road you're allowed to make those changes.
there's going to be walk-ins, there's going to be inspections as well.
The inspections happen by the city or the township. You know, they're going to be going through, like, because it's building code and they get signed off on as well. Walkthroughs for yourself. I mean, you have to talk to the builder themselves about the walkthroughs. There's going to be a chance that when you sign the contract, there's only going to be one or two walkthroughs of the house, because job sites are dangerous. They don't want people walking on at any time, slipping and falling, coming there. So, like, you're not actually going to be walking in and out of the house all the time. It is going to be one of these things that maybe halfway through they give you a walkthrough, and then near the end or at the end when it's a finished product, that, you know, they bring you in after you've done all your selections and go from there. So you want to talk about what your walkthrough situation is as well.
Of course, there's going to be contracts throughout all this process. Get a lawyer.
Yeah. Yeah. So every builder is going to have their own individual contract that has been actually put together by a lawyer, their lawyer, for their building contract, and they're 50 to 70 pages long. And I say that, you know, when you're going through all of this with your agent, I still think that there's actually a good reason to have a lawyer's review as well, you know, and making sure that it's not only the items that you've picked and the price that you've put in here, but you want to talk about times and delays and everything that goes with it. You want to make sure that your lawyer is comfortable with that as well. So it's good to have a lawyer's review as well as an agent's review.
All excellent advice as always, Matt Lee. We thank you so much. Be well and take care. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Real estate tips brought to you by Matt Lee of Royal LePage.